More better. Hi, Yolanda. Dan and Yoli in the house. Welcome. Welcome to the casa. Thought I'd try something a little different today. Don't know how it's going to work, but we're going to find out. And give us a minute to get some peoples up in here. How you guys doing today? Trying to set everything up. I got you on the desktop, but when I first turned it on, the volume was on the desktop was still on, and I had my keyboard power off, and I was like mashing the sound button. I was in panic mode for a second because the feedback was like crazy. Figured we're going to do a sit down today because it's really yucky outside. Oh, I should let me do this while people flock to the channel. YouTube on the 65-inch. Ooh, says I'm live. Click. Oh, I am live. Chat successfully connected. Cool. Never done this before. Ha! Welcome to the stream, guys. It's cold, windy, and I thought I'd kind of do it different today, guys. The oh wow. The delay is real. But thought we'd try it a little different today. Have a little sit down. Oh, I should yeah, kill that. Whaler in the house. Jason in Michigan. Welcome, welcome. But I really didn't feel like riding downtown. And I've been getting asked the certain question all the time. How can I be so happy-go-lucky all the damn time? People don't know how I do it. So I'm being led to kind of let my secrets out. It's no secret. I try to help a lot of people, and some just can't comprehend. But welcome, Ernesto. Should make the screen bigger. Plus, I'm a little early for everyone. Normally, I'm on a little later. But like I said, ooh, I got to grab my tea. Be right back. Normally, I'm on a little later. I can still see chat on the TV, so. Doctor. I don't have no beef, Ernesto. People seem to have a beef with me in the name. Even had a fellow come into chat almost demanding that I change my name. Which isn't going to happen because nobody's going to come on my channel and demand anything. If people don't like what's the content, there's plenty of other channels. I have no problem with that. What I have a problem with is people coming into my channel and saying, demanding that I do something. Jennifer, 808 in the house. Pack a bowl. So I'm not changing nothing because other people have a problem with it. Their problem is not my problem. And by the way, I don't know if you guys can read that, but welcome to my happy place. So the discussion tonight that I wish to start out on is the discussion of happiness. How are you so happy-go-lucky all the damn time, Chris? Everybody seems to ask me that all the time. Some of them know what I've been through, and I definitely don't appear to have been through everything I've been through. You've been here from the start, Dan. You and Yoli deserve it. Kind of nervous about talking about this, Steve. I'm happy. They always hear me giggling, like a little girl all the time. I don't really notice it, but some people know that I've had 3 heart attacks and I wasn't supposed to walk away from the last one. Uh, Basically, that one happened in 2015. Cool. I'll have to check out Sin City Outdoors. Thank you, TK. Anyway, it took like 4 years to heal from that last heart attack that I wasn't supposed to walk away from. I had a full on walker. I couldn't even walk like a half a block. Took a long time to heal from that. And today people can't even tell. I learned a lot in that time, them 4 years, trying to recover. Spent a lot of alone time. To go from actually I had a conversation with my stepmother, and that was at one of my low points, thinking my life was over. Couldn't walk, couldn't hardly do my own laundry, dizzy spells, falling down. Back and forth to the doctor all the time. So I thought I'd take a little bit and share how I can seem so happy-go-lucky all the time. Even though I'm not, I'm more self-aware of my thoughts and what verbally comes out of my mouth. Very self-aware of the negative self-talk. I tried to help her. She no longer lives here. I'm not going to mention any names, but I tried to help the lady because I knew her story. She's a giver. And people see that in her and take advantage all the time. That in return made her angry inside, angry and bitter inside. You could hear it in her voice, her thoughts that just purged out of her mouth. And I told her that was one of the first things, that I taught myself on how to control that. And that I use music. Let me say that again. Music is a big part of changing the thought habits. And it's not easy to do. It takes time. But over time, in trying to help her understand that, those are one of the first steps. Wake up every morning, and I wake up every morning grateful for my second chance. I make my bed every day. I do daily affirmations. I ground myself. Hey, Dean. How old are you? I am 56. 56 trips around the sun. And it's been an adventure. Those just joining the stream, welcome, welcome. Matter of fact, a few years back, I've been living in this place now for 5 years, just off Fremont Street is right here. And it was a couple days before Christmas. And I was up in the lobby of the apartment complex, and I seen an elderly woman with the old school walker, you know, with the tennis balls on the bottom of the back, you know. But I had the cool sit down walker with the handbrakes, and so I looked at her and I said, "Hey, if you give me about 5 minutes, I'm gonna I wish to donate my walker to you." So she said, "Sure, I'll be right here." So I came back to my place. I got the walker. It was raining out. I walked it all the way back up to the lobby. Got in there, wiped it down. Made sure I adjusted the handbrake so it wouldn't scoot out away from her. And the woman just was so grateful. She broke down. She said, nobody has ever done anything like that for her. And I told her, you know, I no longer have a use for it. I'm beyond it. And to me, it looked like she still had a need. So, yeah, a week later, she passed. But to see the appreciation in her face, Diana, welcome to the stream. Hey, Dave. Let's go over the rules real quick, Dave. Rule number 1, we don't discuss politics. Rule number 2, we don't discuss religion. And rule number 3, very important one, pay attention. We don't discuss other channels or the tubers that run them or where I go to chat. If we can't abide by the rules, there's plenty of other channels to watch. That's all I have to say. So, you know, other people see me doing that kind of stuff, and they're like, wow, how can he be, you know, giggly all the time? I know a lot of people know me. But mostly I'm by myself. I used to not pay attention to the things I am now. Because people lie. People lie. Energy doesn't lie. When you learn to walk into a room and can read the energy, and still let the light shine, share something else real quick. Some of you already know this, but in 1 week time period, I was on the bus to the cardiologist. And this guy on the bus started talking to me. He's like, man, I'm reaping so much karma. He wanted me to remove his karma. I'm like, dude, karma is earned. You can't remove that. What goes around comes around, bro. And he was all he was hurting. I could feel the energy from him. But I can't believe he wanted me to remove his karma. I don't know where he's seen that. Less than a week later, I was at the local deli. It was dark out, probably 9 o'clock at night or so. I had made my purchase and was walking back here. And I heard somebody coming up behind me. They're like, dude! And I'm like, oh man, I kind of picked up my pace and he's getting closer. He's like, dude! Finally, he's close enough to I have to stop and turn around and square up because I don't know what's about to happen. He's like, you're the guy! I'm like, no, I'm not the guy. He says, you're the guy! No. Somebody put a hex on me and you're the guy that can take it off. And I'm like, no. I'm not the guy. Please, man. So it's stuff like that, the synchronistic numbers that I'm seeing. I wasn't supposed to walk away from the last heart attack. Make my bed every morning, do daily affirmations, and just happy-go-lucky, and people just don't know how. So, I put some of my playlist music in the bottom. I don't know if you guys have ever heard Godsmack. He does a awesome video with some high schoolers. And that's exactly the way I feel about music. Sometimes you can listen to the wrong type of music and change the vibe. Sorry, I'm getting carried away with the chatter and not paying attention. Hugo and Bernadette in the house. Welcome. So let's just say I pay more attention to the universe than I ever have before. My intuition never lies. Those just joining the stream, welcome to my happy place. Most don't make it beyond the the barrier over there. There's only a certain few that get past that door. I'm very protective of my energy. It's another thing that I've learned. People see that I'm very giving and they want to take advantage of that. They think it's a weakness. I'll have no more of that, I tell you. Discernment for sure. Help the ones I can. Because I've been guided to let it flow. Honopono. Baba in the house. Something else that occupies a lot of my time is I'm really into 3D modeling. I think I posted a picture of one of my projects down in on the community tab. But like I said, I know a lot of people know me, but I spend a lot of time by myself. Wish it wasn't so windy and yucky out. It is wet. It's raining. Uh, Hugo, when the big one hit, I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Centennial Hills area in Vegas. It's more the high muck, fancier part of town, northwest side of Las Vegas. That day, I wanted to buy a bicycle for exercise, like most people would. And I was staying with my brother at the time, and we jumped in the car, headed to Walmart, got the bike I wanted, and yeah, Dan, it's raining. Instead of throwing it in the trunk, the house was only like I want to say 2.5 miles from Walmart. So I told my brother, hey, I'll just ride it to the house. And got about 3/4 of the way there. Next thing I know, bam, it felt like an elephant was sitting on my chest. That was the third one. The other two, it was just like I thought I was having heat stroke. But this one was more major, intense. Like I said, an elephant sitting on my chest. And I actually stopped the bike, brand new bike, put the kickstand down, and I'm on the side of the street. And I'm lying there on the ground. I don't have my phone. Cars are going by. I'm trying to stop cars. I'm laying on the ground. Granted, it's the nicer part of town. There's, I don't look homeless. Brand new bike sitting there. And people won't stop. I laid there for about 40 minutes on the ground before I realized something said, get back on the bike. And I got back up on the bike. I put it in low gear and rode it the last 1/4 mile to the house. When I rounded the corner coming down the block from the house, I seen my brother standing there by the driveway. I'm sure he was wondering, like, what the hell happened to you? I got to the driveway and just keeled right over. He's like, what's wrong? I said, I was clutching my chest. My arm was numb. The whole left side of my neck was numb. And I was like, dude, I think I'm having a heart attack. But yeah, something told me to get back on the bike because nobody's stopping. I couldn't believe that. And then, like I said, I had a walker. I couldn't even walk a 1/4 of the block. I had trouble doing my own laundry. and I built myself back from that. I'm walkerless. I still get winded. I can walk all the way down to the experience and back, but there's a little bit of a grade. That little hill kills me. I get exhausted going up the hill. Have to stop, take several breaks. But that's what I got the scooter for now. Right? At least they didn't run me over. So when I got to the hospital, they took blood samples to test for that chemical that the heart releases when it's in attack mode. Mr. Campbell, you just had a heart attack. They took me in. They figured out that it was the widowmaker artery. The surgeon said, Mr. Campbell, people don't walk away from that one. So I wake up every day, every morning, and my first thought is, I'm grateful for my second chance. Then I'm very self-aware of my thoughts and the words that come. I'm not perfect. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of discipline to be able to transmute the negative thoughts and negative self-talk, because your words are energy. Everything is energy. We're all energy. Once you can learn how to differentiate different energies, you see things in a different way. Trust me. That's right, Bubba. I was kind of leery on taking my channel to this this way, but I'm being led this way. Plus, like I said, people keep asking me, wondering how I do, Some know about my health condition, some don't. But they wonder how I can be so happy-go-lucky, walk around like with the aloha spirit all the time. Not all the time, but like I said, it takes work. I'm not a perfect individual. So I try to help the people that, want to know. So you guys just joining the channel, I posted some music playlist. There's more. I just started adding some of the ones. Those of you that ever seen Godsmack's video with the high school kids, that's in there. And I feel that's the way I feel about music. Music helps me immensely. I'm into 3D graphic art. I don't think I've ever mentioned my Instagram, but my Instagram is full of my digital art. I think I'm just going to leave Instagram for my digital art, and I just started TikTok. Emotions, yes, Hugo. I'm somehow able to transmute the negative into positive and continuously without even having to think about it. the delay on my desktop is tripping me out. See, I'm still talking. Then I got it on 65 inch over here. I want to say one thing though, and a big shout out to these guys right here, because I think these gentlemen still have a big part to do in the discipline level that was freaking instilled in me. And if you look real close, that young man right there. Platoon 3022. Those 5 men in the front row, props. Fix the gimbal. Gimbal's tripping out. Don't want to change modes. Yeah, that was a whole lifetime ago. That was at MCRD San Diego. Oh. Then I need to get a pegboard or something. Young and dumb. Me and a picture of Pops back in the Minnesota woods. Okay, let me catch up on chat here. Oops, wrong way. Where did you get stationed at? My first, they sent me to school at Millington, Tennessee. Oh, I have that one too. Show that to you real quick. They sent me to Millington, Tennessee to Jet Mech School. So it was NAS Millington, Tennessee was my first school. And then I was stationed at MCAS Cherry Point, was the second part of my aviation education. From there, I got stationed at MCAS El Toro, California. I was stationed there for almost 2 years. I loved that place. That was a blast. And then NAS Woodby Island was my last. That was an awesome place too. NAS Woodby Island, Oak Harbor, Washington, up near the Canada border. Loved the Puget Sound area. People always complained about the rain, but I loved the area. John in the house. No planes. No plane jumping. Thank you, Diana. And Dan, thank you. Mahalo. So I'm kind of glad I chose to stay inside because scooter and the rain don't mix. Go ahead and clear the space here real quick. Some Palo Santo. Topic of tonight is happiness. How can I see that? That's the thing. They see I'm not running around chasing happiness. Folks, happiness comes from within. A lot of people are misguided, on running amok, chasing the happiness. Oh, she makes me happy. She makes me happy. That makes me happy. No, that's supposed to add to your happiness. Happiness first has to come from within. It's like love. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself first. People don't understand that one either. Shaka Slots in the house. Welcome, bro. My father was in the Marine Corps too. I was born at Camp Lejeune. So if that says anything, that's why yeah. Born at Camp Lejeune, and it all started from there. Now we've made an entire 56 trips around the sun. It's still going. That's right, Mike. If you guys would, please mash that thumbs up. So I use music, my 3D art, and basically self-awareness to control the negative self-talk. The little guy on the shoulder. Do this, don't do that. Do this. Right? I have a 73-year-old vet that lives over in the other building in the complex here. And he tells me to call the damn number. That's funny. Because my dad's already passed. He passed in a while back, and I wanted to call mom and ask her if she called yet. DJ Starman, still in Mexico, huh? And then, of course, right after the heart attacks happened, they had me on like 11 different medications and tried to keep my blood pressure and cholesterol and shit all under control. So I've had 3 heart attacks, and I've got 5 stents and a defibrillator slash pacemaker installed in my chest. Thanks, Julie. I'm just getting asked so much about it that I was guided to talk about it. And besides that, it's raining and windy and awful outside. So I've been working on, I got private playlists of music, but I'm going to pull it out and post some of the music in playlists. But music helps me immensely in my daily journey. Like I said, the Godsmack video with the high school kids, unforgettable. Hey, oh, I don't think I can do it. I can do it on the TV, maybe. Because if I do it on the desktop, I think we're going to have major mic feedback and music. Oh, this is my favorite one for Hump Day Ride. We'll just play a short little. Survivor by Pop Evil. This is not my music. Good thing I'm not monetized yet. Okay, and then the hang on a second. Hang on a second.
Music makes me feel like something I've never felt before, more than alive.
Music is the reason I'm not lonely most days. It keeps me
Music
safe.
makes
My
me
friends,
feel-
I don't have any around.
Music makes me feel understood.
It's emotion, all in a string. No matter what language you speak, music is always a part of the culture.
Having music in your life is something that is extremely powerful and should never be taken for
Extremely
granted.
powerful.
So
It should
embrace
never
this
be
gift
taken
that
for
you
granted.
have, whether you listen to it or whether you create it. It is truly a universal miracle, and it's a gift. And I'm going to show you guys how powerful music can be when we do it together.
But those words, I felt that video when I watched it. Rings true in so many ways. Really resonates. That's right, Pat. That's why I love going down to the experience. That place has helped me immensely too. Recover from the major heart attack. And music speaks to me. What do they call that? clairaudient, in the clairs. I need some more tea. Put you back on the screen. Oops. Okay, we're back on the big screen. Hey, Pat. Watched Sunday Night Live on the big screen. It blew my mind, you're right. Big screen quality. I loved watching Sunday night on my big screen. It's really too bad about Crush's audio problem. Welcome to the stream, guys. My digital art takes me to that place also, where I can just sit here. I can sit here for literally hours and just work on 3D stuff. And then, of course, you know, pay attention to your dreams. That's why I got the dream catcher. Sometimes I can't remember. And then we got my Ikaika, Hawaiian Ikaika warrior helmet, guarding the threshold to the bedroom. And I might as well just show everything. I do dip and dabble. Got a couple decks. I got crystals and yeah. Now, I don't do anything public. It's just to more affirmation or confirmation on things. But yeah, I got my sage. I do sage. I got my Palo Santo. I love the smell of Palo Santo. Ooh, tea's done. Kind of leery about taking the channel on this kind of topic, but it's supposed to unleash share bra. Chris, how you go happy go lucky all the time? I'm not, bro. I'm not. But you giggle like a good little girl all the time. Hard work and effort to control. I guess right after I got out of the suck, I think what kind of helped me out too is on reading individuals. I worked 9 years canine officer, subcontracted for SAC PD. Where actually I seen more action on the streets of Sacramento than I ever did in the service. Truth. But during those 9 years stuff, so once you can discipline yourself on not letting your emotions control you, but you control your emotions, like the lady that I told about the negative self-talk has to go. I know what you're talking about, but I just can't fucking do it. Lizzie, Sacramento since 1964. Then you know about the infamous G Parkway. Back in the early 90s, G Parkway, Franklin Boulevard, and yeah, it was a big, I think they had 954 fourplexes, all fenced in. HUD housing. It was out of control. The city couldn't handle it. Raul from Texas. It got to the point I'm raised her to staying out till 3 in the morning. You know, she get calls. I was down at homicide, and I wouldn't be home till later. But then to get recognized in the grocery store when the family was around, I had to get a CCW, and just people that I jacked up in the Parkway area, and then I owned a house right off of Florin and Stockton Boulevard, kind of back behind the Black Angus. I don't know if the Black Angus is still there. I love that house, but yeah, I lived right off of Florin Road in Stockton and worked at G Parkway at one of the fourplexes right at the main gate. I ran the office, had to take we'll get into that one later. It's about happiness, not drama. Oh, that's what all that noise was about. Mahalo. I thought I fixed my I did some stuff with the Buy Me a Coffee link also. I think my Buy Me a Coffee link is supposed to spit up, tell the members' names and stuff until I get monetized. So if you buy me a coffee or a tea, if I did everything right, your name should be announced live on the stream. Just like you would give me a super chat or a super sticker. Oak Park. That's right, Raul, if I did it right. Martin D in the house. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm gonna have to get a pegboard or something, because my picture over here is getting filled up. I got Michelle Monroe, Urban AZ, Cadillac Family. Oh, this is where I get my crystals and my sage. Sun in Pisces. It's just up the street. It's a little shop on Fremont. Next to the refurbished Ferguson Hotel. If you business cards myself. Yes, I'm preaching about health and heart attacks and. Oh yeah, we had this conversation the other night with Julie. Proud of you, Julie. Preach about discipline, yeah. Me and the cardiologist had a little chit chat because he can smell it on me. I used to be a 2-pack a day Marlboro 100 guy. Now I'm down to like a half a pack of cheap stuff. Thank you, Lizzie. Frequent buffering. Uh-oh. Somebody attacking my 5G. Oh, we can shut this off. We don't need this thing behind my head. Strong man, Bubba. So the more people that ask me about that, I just felt led today to talk about happiness. Chris isn't always happy. It takes work and effort. Practice. Catch those negative thoughts before they enter the realm. My favorite part of living in Vegas. The mixture of people I get to meet. I'm a people watcher and enjoy meeting different types of people. But the 4 years of recovery from the major heart attack. After that, I moved into this place. I've been here for almost 5 years. And I love living 10 blocks from the entertainment capital of the world. When I first moved in, I was just refusing to use my walker, and I met this gal. She knew about my condition, and we would go on morning walks. We would walk from the apartment complex here all the way down Fremont, all the way to the plaza, going and sit down, have McDonald's breakfast, and we would do that multiple times a week for my cardio. That's when I spent a lot of time in hermit mode, and I'm just busting out of that recently. That one will be a different video on coming out of hermit mode. But I'm doing it with a vengeance. Seeing my synchronistic signs and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I got major confirmation the other night. Visual confirmation with my likes. Julie, you heard it in my voice. That I was on the right path and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Good things are coming. So from going to not even being able to walk a quarter of a block to being able to walk all the way down to the plaza and back, walkerless, and just rebuilding my strength, and being the person that I am today is people look at me and I don't look like what I've been through. And tea's heating me up. I might have to turn the AC on. What's the temp around here? Appreciate you guys coming out to watch the stream for this sit down. This is kind of different from what I normally put out. But I'm led to start putting it out. Besides that, the weather's ishy outside. Another thing, I've had to change my diet drastically. I eat more greens, more fruits. Used to drink a lot of soda. I still crave the soda every once in a while. I've tried to lay more water. I've been watering myself down. Your body water, people. You've got to replace that stuff. That's true, Lizzie. You got to do the work. You can't fake it till you make it, because yeah, well, you can try. Fake it till you make it, people. You got to do the work. And like I said the other night, it was just like when I was talking about everything that's going on the channel and the big blow up, and then I seen the synchronistic 222. It visually told me, you know, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. You got this, brah. So I don't know if that helped anybody, but that everybody has their own ways and methods. But this is what's working for me, is to catch those negative thoughts, you know, the negative self-talk dude. Knock him off your shoulder. Learn to control that before it even gets there. The blow up, my channel seems to be blowing up, Lizzie. I never expected to be this far along in this short a time. I actually was under the impression it was going to take years. I'm glad you could hear it in my voice the other night and mentioned it, Julie. That caught my attention. Sparkling. That's another thing is I can associate with the, I don't place myself in any kind of categoristic. I'm Aquarius. You can't place me in anywhere. I can fit in amongst anywhere. And people can see that too, and they're like, wow. Even in high school. Grouped up with the nerds. Then I was a jock. Baseball, swim team. JV baseball. Could hang out with the cool people. Could hang out with the burnouts. Yes, Hugo. Ever since laying on the ground, hoping someone would stop, especially on the ritzier side of Vegas, you know, the northwest corner, Centennial Hills. You'd think seeing him, he doesn't look like a homeless guy laying on the ground, waving. Let's just drive by. And now today I can fit in with the same categoristic groups. Like I said, I don't fit in. I don't get category. I am my own category. Cancer. Oh, yes. Naomi, are you lurking here? there were experiences. It's a process of learning how to take those experiences and learn how to grow from them, and still preserve your integrity, your humanity, and continue to spread the aloha no matter what, brah. That's right, Lizzie. It's another reason, let me put it this way. I'm the major giver, so everybody wants to take advantage of that and think it's my weakness. Well, you guys ain't even gonna believe this either, but I think this has a lot to do with the mojo too. Is since the heart attack in 2015, I have been celibate. Seriously. Sin City, celibate. Energy is precious. It can be robbed from you. You got to be careful from the energy vamps, people. They will latch on and drain you. So, I won't get involved with anyone that you have to be a friend to get in to this. You just can't walk up and no, we don't function like that. And nobody can make it past that point. So I'm holding out for the one that, you know, match my energy. Got to be friends first. So I've actually taken what I used to give all to the others, and I chose my damn self for once. I chose me. Poured all that shit that I used to pour out to other people. I started pouring that shit back into myself. Went through the dark night. Worked on my inner child. And I'm telling you, if you do the work, you got to do the work. And have faith. It's true. Yep, Pat. I've learned to watch out for the energy vamps. I can spot them a mile away. And it's not a selfish kind of energy. How can you help fill someone else's cup if your cup is you know, right now my cup runneth over. I'm feeling it, and that's why I said people keep asking me, you know, how do you do what you do? And like the guy that wanted me to remove his karma, and the guy that he was hexed and wanted me to take his hex off. And, hey, you're the guy. No, I'm not the guy. That's right, Hugo. So since the major one that I wasn't supposed to walk away from, Dark Night of the Soul, lots of inner work, how to tame those negative self-talk, I even transmute other people's negative situations and show them, you know, if you look at stuff from a different perspective, you could see things in a different perspective. Oh, that was deep. Perception and perspective. I think my Aquarian ass can see from multiple different perspectives. That I see shit different from other people. I mean, they see the same shit. We're seeing the same thing, but I perceive it in a different... the big picture, per se, I guess. I don't know. Tess even said it the other night, that my energy is magnetic. Thank you, Hugo. And my job's not over yet. That's I'm supposed to let this out and help other people. But some people you just can't help. That's where I have to learn discernment. That yeah, the last one was a hard lesson there. But the lesson was learned. And some people just can't get off that toxic cycle of, they can't get off the hamster wheel. Round and round we go. I chose to step off that bitch. Say, what the fuck is really going on around here? Pay attention. And see, after my dad passed in the early 90s, I had a disassociation with the Most High for many years. Kind of blamed him. And I drank heavy after that. Disconnected myself from the Most High, per se. And then certain events in my life, you know, right up before the heart attacks is I made amends and was starting to get back in touch with reality, the Matrix. But then after the heart attack is when everything majorly hit me. Thinking, wow, My life is done. I can't even walk. Falling spells. Whaler, they asked me for help. I put what they need, and they just, I don't know. So I help the ones that I can. Like, you guys heard me talk about him before. Skip, 73-year-old vet. Lost his wife, lost his son. And lost his dog. The guy joined the army. Did a tour at Nam. Decided he didn't like the army. So he joined the Marine Corps. Did a couple more tours in Nam. He doesn't talk about any of it. One day he let me look at his DD-214. Unbelievable. Highly decorated. And the man is so humble. I do errands for him because he's got no one else. And Semper Fi, he's a brother. Those of you that don't know, once you're a brother for life. And it's hard to see him withering away. He's got that shakiness, I forget what it's called. He'll sit there and his hand will just start shaking, and lately that thing has been getting worse. Hoorah! Alzheimer's, that's not kicking in yet, but he's going deaf. Parkinson's. And he's lived in this complex for, I think, going on 15 years now. I've been here for 5. He's been here for 15. And he is not a people person. He still thinks he's a master gunnery sergeant. You can't talk to me like that. Skip, come on, let's go. You're not in the suck anymore. Come on. We'll go down to the El Cortez, and you know, I have to rescue other people from him. It's good times. But he's already talked to me about when the time comes, he wants to go get papers notarized, turning everything over. I don't want to hear that. That's right, Pat. Glad you guys grateful for you guys tuning into the stream. We're gonna step outside for a second. We can see the Strat in the background over there. And animals, guys, animals, especially dogs. I'm a dog lover. I grew up with dogs and cats, but lately it seems like dogs, it's like I'm the freaking dog whisperer. They all wanna they can feel the energy too. I haven't had a cat in my adult life, but I've had many dogs. The best one I had was the working canine when I subcontracted that G Parkway deal with Sacramento PD. She was a whoo. Went through many shootings and dog bites and crowd control, and she slept in my bed with me and the wife at the time. And the only reason I don't have one right now is I'd be the guy that needed an ambulance, and I wouldn't get in the ambulance if my dog wouldn't be able to go with me, because there's no one I'm by myself. And I would refuse ambulance service or even going to the hospital if my fur baby had to stay behind. Because every time I've had to go to the hospital lately, I'm there for like over a week. I haven't been for a while since last December or something. We're gonna do something here real quick. We're gonna look at the lab or the desktop as soon as I get set up. Albums. Fur babies. That's Martini. He actually thought he was a German Shepherd. He would stand on the back of the couch and look out the big front window, see people walking by on the sidewalk. He'd start barking. Unbeknownst to him, my black German Shepherd was standing behind him, and people's reaction was to the German Shepherd, not to the not to him. Lucy, she was a camera whore. Anytime I busted out the camera, Maximus Viridius. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I'm a NASCAR fan. I got Dale Sr. or had. He's like, Dad, you got the camera again. Here we go. Take a picture of me, Dad. Martini. Enjoying his afternoon nap. Like I said, he thinks he's a German Shepherd. He don't know no difference. He thinks he's a German Shepherd. So yes, I love dogs. And I am living the simple kind of life right now. Since the heart attack, been on disability. People look at me and then think, oh, you're not disabled. You don't look disabled. So after the heart attack happened, I was working at the Volvo truck dealership here in Vegas. I was driving around in Dodge Charger, Hemi. After the heart attack, I couldn't work anymore. Hid my charge in my brother's garage from the repo guy. Finally put it on the street with the keys in ignition, called up the repo people, say, hey, it's out on the street with the key in it. You better come get it before somebody else does. Oh. And since then, I haven't had urge to go get in the car. It's like I said, 10 blocks down the street, I can walk down there, relax, people watch, listen to live music. And I'm doing that same thing that I've been doing, only now I got a camera in my hand. And it's going to be a wild journey, I do believe. And we're just starting. Guys, I've only been live streaming for like 2 months. A little over 2 months, maybe. Summerlin, welcome. Welcome to my casa. So hey, if I couldn't take advantage of living 10 blocks from the entertainment capital of the world and share some of the wisdom and knowledge that I've acquired along my journey, I'm supposed to share. Supposed to release it, share, not keep my visions to myself. I can't believe that I'm actually getting very comfortable talking in front of the camera. At first I was like, I don't even know if I can do that. Another thing about my happiness trip is, a lot of people are influenced by, well, what are they gonna think about me? What do they think? So and so saying this and so saying that. It ain't really none of your business what other people think about you. Don't go down that road. Ain't none of your damn business. Stay off that trip. It don't matter what other people think. If you're influenced by what other people think, that's gonna affect the mojo. Hey, I thought this was pretty damn funny. I think I got some pictures of We Were Young Festival down in the community tab, or over in the community tab. Which way? In the community tab. I thought they gave me a pack of matches. Right? Looks like a matchbook. It's actually a freaking condom. From the Blink 182 people. I was like, oh, just what I needed. I have not had sexual relations in over 8 years, and it's a message. I was streaming the other night. I forget which night. They all run together nowadays, but I was just going in Walgreens and somebody mentioned Magnums. And I was like, I haven't dated in years, But some people run around all willy-nilly looking for happiness when it's right there inside you, folks. It all starts from within. No, the bunny rabbits were passing out condoms. If you look on the community tab under the, I think it's the very first pictures I ever posted on the community. There's bunny rabbits dressed up, and they were handing out condoms to everybody. That was kind of a bummer too, being down at the We Were Young festival. I was hoping to maybe even go live and stuff, but they had jammers up. They had 5G jammer. Let me tell you that it took 15 minutes to upload 3 pictures to Facebook. So there was no way any streaming was going to be done by my phone. Normally 3 pictures to Facebook should be cha-ching. And then I looked up online before I went down there. They weren't letting any GoPros in. So I didn't bother to bring that, which I should have brought it, because with the device implanted in my chest, I can't walk through metal detectors. So the guy was tripping out when I walked up to the scanner and said, "Hey, I have a device." And he was like, "What?" I need to come up with a different phrase than that. "I have a device." "Oh, what kind of device?" Wrong thing to do when you approach the scanners, guys. But I was trying to explain, I got a device in my chest. Behind him, and she was like, "Let him come around the scanner, you need to pat him down." Because they're not even supposed to run the wand over my defibrillator. So he moved the little table out of the way, and I walked along the scanner, beside the scanner. And as soon as I got past, I, assumed the position, waiting for him to pat me down, and he just kind of lightly tapped me, and he's like, "You're good, man." I don't think he knew what to do. What is my res? What do you mean, what is my res? Oops. Trying to operate my gimbal from the reverse side. So thanks for joining the stream, guys. But I get asked that question all the time. How they seem to see me happy-go-lucky all the time, and wonder how I do it. So now I can tell them, "Hey, I made a video. Go watch my video." Everything's in there that you need to know. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Oh, no. My last visit to Hawaii. I think the Ohana had a reunion 96 or 97. Something like that. So, those that wanted to know the tea, there's your tea. Music, knock the little negative self-talk dude off your shoulder. Practice, practice, practice. You got to do the work. Step to your authentic self. Have faith. Spill the tea with Chris. Chris is spilling the tea. Tea time. Okay, any other questions since we're gathered here? I'm willing to talk on how I walk the walk. Hey. So yeah, if you're gonna talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. Otherwise, you're just talking the talk and it's all mumbo jumbo, don't make sense. Hugo, no, I do not. I have raised 2. And that, we'll save that one for another video too. But I raised a girl and a boy. From the age, I think he was 7 and she was 5. And they were grown adults when I decided to separate. That's a whole nother different story though. Packable. I have this little device. My little wooden box. One hitter. Boop. You got your stuffs in this side. You pack that bowl. Packable. Pack a one hit. Pakalolo, not cannabis. Travel. Sure. This is just when you said that, when I read that, it was like motivational speaker download kind of thing going on. Sorry. But yeah, I've thought about that. In 5 years, my Aquarius can't plan 30 minutes from now. 5 years, I want to help more people, so because the knowledge that's here just needs to be shared. They label us, see, another label thing. I don't think my Aquarian ass can be labeled. I don't fit into labels. But they say Aquarians are humanitarians, and I'm not supposed to stay hermit mode and keep it to myself. But I guess some people automatically get freaked out by my crystals and a couple decks of tarot cards, and sometimes I gotta watch how I speak in because people will look at you like you're absolute fucking Looney Tunes. People stuck in the fucking matrix. Think I'm a witch or something casting spells on shit. I don't cast spells, bro. No need. That's where you gotta watch the words that are coming out of your mouth. Spellcasters. Oh, that was a good one, guys. Sorry about the hacker. There you go, pack a bowl. Yes. I consume it. Matter of fact, I came sliding out of the womb with THC in my system, I do believe. I got some, what did I get? Got a bunch of cherry on top ground up. Just to keep me civil. So yes, I was standing next to you one night, Packable, down at the Experience, and I was doing one hit. I was gonna offer you because I didn't know, but next time you and the wife are in town, yeah, hit me up. And to tell you the truth, guys, I've been wanting to talk about it for a couple of days, or a little bit now. Especially after Tess mentioned on one of my lives that you got that magnetic energy about you, Chris. And then seeing other synchronistic numbers that my guides are always showing me. It's just like, well, the time has come. It's pretty yucky out, raining, windy, and cloudy, and let's just do a sit down with Chris today. Answer some questions, and you guys can get to know me. Become like a real Ohana. Because the aloha is real. So I guess as time goes on, I'm gonna I've been guided to let that shit just loose, you know. Along with the entertainment, but I didn't really know how the entertainment is going to go along with the talkie talks. And if you guys know anything about Aquarius, we seem to get in our head a lot. Overthink shit. I've had to learn how to stop doing that myself. I can still see chat. I'm making more tea to spill. But I can see you guys on my big screen. I can still see chat. You guys just can't see me. Biggest downfall? What do you mean, Julie? Love Light in the house. Welcome to the stream. Making myself a spot of tea real quick here. That's why I'm not on screen. What's your sign, Whaler, if you don't mind? Thinking ruins a good time. That's all right, Pat, it will. No way, Whaler. I knew it as soon as I looked at you. I'm Aquarius too, Whaler. And you guys know Aaron, my neighbor that works at Waffle Lotto. Her man's an Aquarius too, who lives like 5 doors down. She thinks we're in cahoots together. Shenanigans. You gotta watch them Aquarian guys. And there's another. This is the first Aquarian female that I know that I have met. I could have met others, but nice lady. She lives up front, but she's an Aquarius too. She used to live right here underneath me and my fam a couple doors down. Yeah, Steve. You know, watch those. But yeah, the happiness chasers think that happiness is out there somewhere. Chase. Happiness starts here, guys. On the inside. Radiates from there. Oh, the tea's so good. Thank you, Lipton. Okay, guys, I can't take you with me. But I shall be right back. Here's another trippy one. Is if I'm ever hanging out with somebody after a certain amount of time, I'll actually start to finish their sentences. And that'll really trip people out too. Whaler. I wandered off to the head. Couldn't take you guys with me. And at some point, I gotta quit procrastinating. And go put my tooth back in. You guys seen my my black German Shepherd, Max? I leaned over to say goodbye to him, and at the same time I was leaning over to give him hugs and loves, he jumped up at the same time, and his top of his head connected with my fake tooth. Oh, it hurt so bad because I don't know what kind of super glue the dentist uses, but it has a tab on each side that was super glued to the back of the other two. And holy shit. When that came loose, those two teeth were like, oh. So I almost lost 3. And ever since then, that was what? 2010. I just never went back to get it glued in. Just not caring. Even in the public eye. Of course, the story about that one goes back to 7, 8 years old. Downtown Minneapolis. Just got a brand new bicycle, a Mongoose, something like that. And the neighbor kids were all in the alley. And they had made a jump with, you know, the steel garbage cans. And that was peer pressure. I seen them doing it. So Chris gets the bright idea. All right, We're gonna start right here. The jump is in the alley, right? So Chris decides start off at the jump. We're gonna take off, ride halfway around the block, come up. We're gonna get some speed going. So we're gonna ride around the block and come up the alley. I remember being in the air with the greatest of ease. I didn't know you're supposed to keep the damn tire straight. I landed like that over the handlebars. My toes were up over my head as my face was getting. My toes are touching the ground. Oh my God. Air all came out of me, and my first intake of breath was at the same time the tooth broke off in half, and the air instantly hit that nerve. That's right, Steve. I think it would have been a YouTube violation. Trying to keep up with. Did I miss somebody? Oh, I don't do reads. I just know certain aspects of different signs. Not a professional. I dip and dabble. Sort of a private investigator myself. But I used to have to watch myself talking about it because people think I'm coming off as weird, and I just don't care anymore. What other people think is none of my damn business. Do me. Especially when the universe is telling me keep going, doing what you're doing. Is the earth flat? Who said anything about that? Oh no, here we go. Think mode. Is it flat or round? I've heard this such talk before. You got to remember, we were all put through that indoctrination. Right? You were indoctrinated just the same I was. I'm going to say there's certain things, such as a mathematical equation about the curvature, that I've witnessed with my own eyes. I used to commercial fish in Hawaii. No, Steve. There's an incline until you get to a certain point. Atomic liquors. Then it levels out. But anyway, yeah, Interesting question, though, Mike. You can't fall off. I don't know where people get the if it's flat, you'll fall off. That's the indoctrination kicking in. Let me say this. Anybody heard about Admiral Byrd? Admiral Byrd. There was a certain operation back in the 1940s. Anyway. I just love that conception, though. People, if it was flat, you'd fall off. It don't work like that. You can't fall off because the concept of the flat earth people, Antarctica surrounds the whole thing. If it was a linear plane, Antarctica is the boundary that keeps us inside the... So all the continents and everything are in the center. Antarctica surrounds the outside. So you can't possibly get in a rowboat and row over the edge. Why do you think they don't let you down there? People will figure out you can't row over the edge. And that there's new land out there. Spilling the tea. Inner Earth. Oh no. Seen heard stories and seen pictures and supposed to have a false sun and moon in there too. The Dracos and the reptilians live there, and a bunch of other species. And I do believe Mr. Elon Musk was said something. I haven't watched it. I just seen stuff that disclosure or something is supposed to be about happening. I got a question. So, we're on this little ball, spinning around. Right? We're spinning. What is it, 1,000? Ooh. Anyway, we're going, right? But, not only are we spinning around, right? But we got the sun that's dragging us as we spin around. And we're going around. And we're getting pulled. Excuse me. Right? Think about it. Any time lapse shows one single star always in the center. Now, sure, if we're on an axis spinning around and round. Plus, we have the sun that we spin around and around. But the sun is not stationary, folks. It's zooming. expanding. The Milky Way is expanding. So in all actuality, the sun's moving along and we're spinning along with it. But yet there remains one star in the center at all times. Pat, can I buy a ball? I don't know how we got off the happiness topic. So, how can we have that one star just staying there while we're zipping and zooming? All right? All right, I think I've had too much tea. Different questions, please. Yes, Julie K. For what, like the next 20-something years? Next question. Food cooking. Cooking. Oh. All right. Sorry about the hacking, guys. It's the good weed. But I went down, got some Portuguese sausage from the beef jerky store, the spicy one. Okay. Then we no more fresh poi. So I gotta buy the frozen one. But I'm gonna make the poi later. But this Portuguese sausage, I'm gonna go buy me a package of ham hocks. Because the weather's just perfect now. To make my famous Portuguese bean soup. So I'll go start up the slow cooker, boil the ham hocks till it fall off the bones. Chop up, I think I'm gonna use half the sausage because I want to save the other half for make fried rice. Yeah, half. I'll use half. Throw the sausage in there, taters, carrots, beans. I like to use beef soup, celery, onion, fresh garlic. Whoo! My mouth watering already. Sorry, guys. Yes, Julie. What is poi? Poi is like it's from the taro plant. It's the root of the taro plant. It's like the holy potato. I don't know. Oh, so you know what it is, Love Light. Oh, I love it. I'm craving it right now. I got the sausage, taters, onions, fresh garlic. Oh, no celery. I like to put celery in mine. I got my little 4-cup rice maker. Yeah, I gotta have my rice with it. But then with the other half of the sausage, I'm gonna make fried rice. I gotta pick up some shrimp. So Portuguese sausage, shrimp, fried rice. Yeah. I haven't ate yet either, Julie. Yeah, I don't know why I can't make it in a pot. So I depend on my little rice cooker. Hey, you guys don't think that the guy that lives here is maybe addicted to Folgers? There's a Folger addict. Or just an empty container hoarder. Sorry. Good to the last drop. Mostly Whaler. Sometimes I'll get on a sugar kick, especially when I've left the soda alone for a while. So every once in a while I'll put sugar in it, but I like it like Black. Biggest fish. I think that one's going to be the marlin. We fished off the fishing vessel E.T. out of Honolulu, Kewalo Basin. Well, that's where the fishing harbor used to be. Now they moved it down the Waianae side, but Fisherman's Wharf is where the commercial fishing fleet used to hang out. And our boat was a bottom fishing boat. So we fished straight off the bottom. But it would take a week to get out to where we would bottom fish. So on the way out there, we would just troll. And it was, I forget how much, 550, 600 pound marlin. On Hanapa. Phew. I remember there was one guy on the pole and I was hand lining the line in. Got gloves. And I'd be pulling and he'd be winding. Now this is a 65-foot steel fishing vessel. We got and I remember to this day, once we got him on board, he went to thrashing and slapping his tail. The steel echo when his tail would hit the ground or the deck. It's just a crazy sound. And then you got his sword at the other end. But that was the biggest. I'll never forget that one. I like Kona coffee sometimes. Yeah. But I remember that marlin stands out in my mind as the biggest. I remember it wore me out hand lining him in. It took a while. And when he was out there dancing, oh, so beautiful. But I would do 30-day trips at a time on that boat. That was right after I got out of the Marine Corps and went back to the islands to meet Mom, because 16 years went by. Yeah, I was raised in Minnesota. So when I got to the island, my mom's the cook on the fishing vessel E.T. and her boyfriend is the captain. I ended up spending almost a year getting reacquainted with Mom on a 65-foot commercial fishing boat. Good times, 30-day trips at a time, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes a little bit shorter. But yeah, it was a family trip. Went trips with uncle, my brother, other deckhands were from the Kewalo Basin, but it was good going out with family. It didn't even feel like work. It was most fun. It didn't even seem like a job. And eating fresh tuna. Mom made fresh tuna sandwich. catch them, chill them, fillet them up, and oh my God. You would never want to eat tuna out of a can again. The scene mount. Nice shaka. The sea mount. Lanzeski. We took off from Oahu. And in that year, the farthest we went was almost all the way to Midway. But we would stop at all the banks on the way up. French frigate shows. Never once got seasick. It didn't feel like a job. It was like super fun. Good times. What a way, huh? No escapage. You're stuck on 65 feet boat. Nowhere to go. Yep. And then once I got off the boat, I actually lived on Pier 2. I worked for Marine Diesel Repair on Pier 2. I don't know if Hawaiian Crane and Rigging is at the beginning of Pier 2 or not still. But down at the end of that, you go around the corner and up behind, he had 2 boom trucks. And I was running the boom trucks. But at the time, just getting off the boat, I didn't have a place to stay. So the main office was like a 40-foot container, right? And then, he's got a crane. So we took a 20-foot container, put it on top of the 40-foot container, and we went weld the container to the other one, made a set of stairs. Doug Allen was the boss at the time. Marine Diesel Repair, yeah. He put a waterbed inside the top container. Had AC, microwave. We had a refrigerator downstairs. And the downstairs 40-foot container, set up just like an office. It had big desks and replacement parts. Because we would go down to Kewalo Basin, and I would run the crane, and the mechanics would go down, unbolt the engines, and if some boats, we'd have to cut the deck open to get the engines out, and we'd take them back to the shop, and the mechanics would rebuild the engine, and I would load them back on the truck, take them back to the harbor, put it back down in the boat, and that was an awesome job. No way. Doug Allen. Small world, brah. I think I worked for Doug for like 5-7 years. I used to run my favorite. he had two operators at the time. It was me and one other guy. But the other guy liked the newer truck, REO, the Rio truck, 14-ton boom truck on it, or crane. But I ran the FWD. It was the 6x6 with the big balloon tires. I haven't talked to Doug in a while, since I lived in Sacramento. But he said he still had that truck, and oh, that truck was the big 6x6 with the big balloon cement. You know, the cement trucks running around with the big wide tires on the front. Well, that 14-ton crane had those big balloon tires all the way around. that was a bad truck. It had a Detroit 871 in it. I used to love going by Pier 17 and just letting them fucking scream, bro. Yeah, Diamond Rio, that's it. Me? 150? I've been there, done it. What was the hurricane in Nikki? The one come between Oahu and Kauai? He was gonna send me to Kauai with FWD boom truck, help pick up the mess. Iniki, yeah. I was ready, all set for go. Because Doug Allen was good friends with Towboat on Pier 17. And made arrangements, put the boom truck on the barge, haul him over to Kauai, and just put me to work picking up after the hurricane. $150. Where my story's coming from? Oh, brah, been there. I've been through a lot. The Fortuna. No way. What? I know the Fortuna. Wow. Sorry for that. Crazy. My mom's good friends with the owner and the captains that run it. Was. In fact, if you go to my Bombay. Raymond. Ray. Oh, wow. Matter of fact, I was living in the 20-foot container on top of the 40-foot container on Pier 2 during that hurricane. I was like, oh. I was hoping that the bottom container had enough weight that the wind wouldn't blow us over. But it was crazy. Wow, I can't believe you guys are saying stuff that I know. The Fortuna, Doug Allen. Just really trippy. A small world, man. Whether it be round or flat. Probably Love Light. Back in my fisherman days, my mother's name is Sami, right? Anyway, the other fishing guys down at the harbor were like, pretty soon my name became Sami-san. No, that's Sami's son, not Sami-san. Oh. Wow, that's a trip. That was 92, huh? And you know something? I said I left the islands when I was 7 and never came back till I was 23. But I'm from the west side, Waianae side. And when I first came back and was riding around the power plant, the smell would instantly trigger, deja vu when I was 7. And we went around the corner where the power plant is on the west side, right before you get Waianae. As a 23-year-old, smelling that same smell from 16 years prior just was like, bam, and sent chills right, the Aina. The Aina was like, made chicken skin, everything, and just, ooh. Appreciate you guys coming out to watch this stream. It's not like the other ones. We're spilling the tea. That's where the music comes in too. I think one of my playlists contains this one chick called I Am Kavehi, and she does covers, and some people have an issue with that, which I ain't got an issue with people doing covers, but she puts her own vibe into it, and I feel her vibe. her first video that caught my attention was a Michael Jackson. What'd she do? She did Michael Jackson, The Way You Make Me Feel. I think that's when she first started up. Anyway, she got her two fur babies sitting next to her, and she's just beatboxing, jamming to Michael Jackson. It touched me, and I can't stop watching her. I follow her all the time. She kind of mixes it up with her her own little thing. And they're Anuea. She got one too. She got several Anuea. Mr. Mellow. If I can spell him. I think I haven't put her playlist up, but she can take me into that zone too. That so I'll put in my earbuds and jump on the scooter. Chill, ground myself, balance. I think he's got a thing for you. Before I get blocked, copyright. But I'll be posting that to my, I'll make a playlist and I'll keep adding stuff. Martin D back. Welcome back. We're still doing the same thing we was doing. Or I'm still doing the same thing I was doing. Spilling the tea with Chris. I don't know why the big screen seems like my focus is jumping in and out. Let's see, then I go some of the oldies, Makaha Sons. Brother Is will pull some shit out of me. May he rest in peace. Stuff's getting all tangled. But that's how Chris stays happy-go-lucky. Like I said, I'm not perfect. It takes work, discipline. Yeah, more better. All right, next question, please. Wow, thank you, Shaka and Love Light. That took me back years ago. Fernando in the house. Welcome. Chris is over here spilling a tea. Lipton, Martin. Pepsi. But I've had to cut back. Talk more for sure. Argentina back in the house. Mahalo for returning. No soda for you. Hey, Whaler, I'm sorry about the other night. Now that I got a chance to talk, and I didn't know that you were still waiting. I was on Rhonda's stream, and I thought you were still there. And I ended up telling her that we'd have to meet up on a different night. Did you end up going over there and meeting with them? Nope, I don't play soccer. Right, Martin? Oh yeah, my ticker couldn't do that nowadays. I'd take one whiff and started getting zapped. You did? Man, I'm sorry if you didn't hear I wasn't coming. Hope you guys had a fun time. I think Sarah said something about Thanksgiving. I don't know. I haven't heard properly yet. I started the stream with more subs than I have now. I guess the happiness was too much. The happiness talk. Let's do this. I don't even know if I can get a copyright strike watching my own stuff. It did? Oh, I'll probably have to refresh. Do me a favor, guys. Next question, please. Get it. What are you guys doing? I can't hear you. Oh, that's right. Never mind. The shrooms are kicking in. Yes, I live alone. Yeah, but I can't hear. That last song did my eardrums. I'll be right back. I gotta head to the head again. You're welcome, man. Not gonna take you guys with me. You can watch whatever video this is. Glad you guys enjoy it. Back. Mahalo Shaka Slots. I'll catch you next time. Mahalo for watching. I think tonight I started with 630 subs. I don't know what I got right now. I only see how many are in the chat and how many likes or thumbs ups. Thanks for the thumbs ups, guys. If you guys like the content, please sub. Hit that subscription button. Uh-oh. Thank you, Mary. The gimbal's having ideas of its own. That's let's put that on pause. Okay. And for any of you interested in my 3D artwork, here's what's on my Insta. I was going to convert my Instagram to Sin City stuff, but I think I'm just going to leave my Instagram my art page. Now, these are all 3D objects that have just poured into my head, and I've put it in 3D form. Mr. Wizard, that is actually a sculpting of the wizard. The software program I use is called Blender. I duplicated, yeah, copyright shit. And the Hellcat and the Demon logo, I made them myself, but as above, so below. My Rising Phoenix, that's the meaning behind the Rising Phoenix is behind today's talk and stuff that I've been through. That's why I made the Phoenix. Sorry the gimbal died. I should plug it back in real quick. But I got on a 3D kick that I just couldn't release. I needed to release creativity. I made an infinity mirror. Yeah, that was my precious. I made my precious. And that other ring is pretty cool too. Yeah, the master people. The energy vamps. Oh, that portuguese bean soup. Ham hocks is boiling down. But that time I don't think I had the spicy Portuguese sausage. Uh-oh. Yep. See? They cut me open. Put that magic box inside there.